Just a scamdemic. It's all fake. Nobody's died of the coronavirus, like, you know.
Please put that in the trailer.
And the people that have are all clones. That's what my nan would say. So it's here. This is the first episode of the FARSIDE. I'm your boy FAR, otherwise known as Reese Oakes.
Yeah.
And I've got my brother, Joey Martin, in with me today.
Hello.
How's it going, Mom?
I'm good, how are you?
I feel like I should give you a proper introduction.
I feel like that is all the introduction I need.
No, man, because I want to speak about how we met, actually.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Actually, no, because we met in a different circumstance to what I was going to explain how we met, but you were a big fan of the old podcast.
Yeah.
That was Come Down With Me, basically.
Man, I watch so many podcasts lately.
We're podcast mad heads, aren't we?
Honestly, I've watched too many podcasts now. I've finished all the good ones.
What we've got is green tea and coffee.
Beautiful.
Because I've got work in a bit.
Yeah, you need that energy.
I'm starting me...
I had to have like a triple strength coffee.
Yeah, do you know, it's funny, right? I was making you a coffee. You like them dead strong.
Mega strong.
But if I do that with my dad, he goes mad. And he's like, I only want half a teaspoon. So
See,
I try and gauge it with everyone.
weak.
I know, yeah. Everyone likes
It needs to be
coffees
like
differently.
tar with like 2 sugars. When you have it, you're meant to feel like you've had some adrenaline.
I'm going to need some coffee tonight because I'm working. My first ever night shift.
First ever night shift. You're going to come back tomorrow and you're just going to be a slug.
And basically, the reason why I'm doing nights is because I brought this.
And now you've got to pay for it.
And now I've got to pay for it,
They've got
basically.
you by the balls, mate.
I just went straight into overdraft. And then
Yeah.
my manager messaged me the other day because he said, I know you want some hours, don't you, Reese? He says, I've got nights all next week. I'm like, the week of release. The week I'm releasing.
It's worth a mac, though.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's worth a mac.
So I said, fuck it, go on then, and I'll try. And I tried to have a sleep today, but to no avail.
No chance.
I think I tried to stay awake last night, but it was like 4 o'clock and I was just
You can't stay awake unless you're a student and you can just power yourself on like pink energy drinks.
Danny Shaw messaged me, he said, do you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, because you'll keep me awake with your drumming, you know what I mean? Or something.
Well, drummers tend to keep people awake, yeah.
But I think he was doing something else, so I got, got stood up.
You got stood up?
Stood up by the best drummer in Stoke.
Oh, so you were waiting out for him and then he ghosted you?
Shout out Danny Shaw.
Big man.
Big man. So what's been going on there, man?
Well, fucking hell. I don't even know where to start, mate.
Well, I know exactly where to start. We could start with a major topic right now.
Go on. You said you've got something to talk about.
Masks.
Here we go.
Everyone's been arguing about masks, haven't they? Right.
Have you got a mask?
Are you wearing one? Are you not? I've got loads of masks. I've got alien masks. I've got bikers masks.
Have you got pandemic-friendly masks?
No, but does it count if you've been wearing a mask for 26 years? Sad joke.
Whoa, that's deep.
Does it though? Does that protect you?
I don't think that kind of mask protects you.
Basically,
not from the cold.
I found myself. I'm moaning about not being able to sleep, and I found myself in an argument today on Facebook.
That happens when you can't sleep.
But it wasn't an argument, right? Because I'll make it clear. This is my view on the situation. I'm a shelf stacker, right?
Yeah.
And we haven't been wearing a mask for 4 months whilst this pandemic's been going down, right? Pandemic, scamdemic.
Oh.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not one of them. Like
bullshit.
I'm just kidding.
Just not publicly.
But my problem is, why now?
No, I know what you mean.
And I've got another problem. My problem apparently is I haven't got a problem with people that don't want to wear one. If you want to wear one, fine. If you don't, fine. It doesn't bother me either way.
Yeah.
Me personally.
How do you feel about, being forced to wear one with work now?
It's a different story. Because, I'm not sure if I can say this, but I can because I'm not naming names or anything, but...
Let's not say where you work. Let's call it, I don't know, like...
Fresco,
yeah. Fresco, the supermarket.
Bro, listen, this is good coming from me. As a key worker, yeah. I'm essential.
As a shelf stacker,
listen, I'm essential, yeah. So that means anything that comes out of my mouth right now is essential. Right?
You put a mask on it.
But honestly, 90% of us, I would say, aren't happy about it because I think. Have you seen that video? It's that doctor where he's got a mask on. He's saying, "Oh, this is all the people that are saying it's bullshit because it stops the oxygen supply coming through, which it's a stupid argument to have.
Yeah,
right.
That doesn't sound.
But I don't think that's not my argument.
Yeah.
Right. Although I was sort of arguing back and forth with her earlier on Facebook, of all places to have these kinds of arguments.
It's the only place to have these.
I mean, you can guarantee you'll.
It's the platform.
You never waste your time arguing on Facebook, do you?
You'll never waste
what I mean?
any time at all. That's not true.
But basically, I'm not too keen on stacking fricking potatoes for 8 hours.
Yeah.
With a mask on.
No, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? I just think it's
on your face, it's irritating. It seems unnecessary. And like you say, you've been doing it for the past fucking however many months.
4 months without one.
4
and
months
nobody's complained up
through
until
the worst
now.
of a pandemic, and now it's policy.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's like people getting. It seems to me like these subjects get chosen to have a fricking argument about.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now it's masks.
It's
like,
one of those things where it's like. I see the argument which they're trying to have. We should be safer and we should be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't wearing a mask feel a bit like pissing in the wind?
Do you know, I put it down to... I said something in this Facebook rant earlier. Because she said, but and it's a good point. Basically, the reason why we're wearing them is because we're protecting the vulnerable people. And, it doesn't matter for us healthy people.
Mm.
But I likened it to, basically... not choosing to wear a coat when it's a bit nippy.
I mean, that's a strange analogy.
Is it strange? It's a bit nippy outside. You should wear a coat. It's a sensible thing to do, but does it matter if you don't?
Yeah, I think the mechanics of the situation's a bit different. I mean, my argument with the whole thing of it being a bit pointless is people are buying loads of shit products. A lot of these masks don't
crap
really
and not
work.
working.
Yeah. All the ones that you're finding in, the corner shops, little blue ones.
Why is that where people are buying them from?
Yeah.
See, now I'm assuming that we're going to get supplied with them on Friday.
I'd hope so.
That's if we're going to wear them. But I've told you,
I'd be surprised if we weren't branded.
There's a union worker that's sort of having a meeting tomorrow. So this is before it's all kicked off. Yeah, we aren't even wearing them. This is another thing as well. Why are we waiting for freaking 10 days?
Yeah, that's fucking true.
Before you put them on.
That's true.
I'd
be interested to see what happens to people who refuse.
Well, I might be one of them. I'm just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm interested in messaging my boss and saying, well, what are the consequences if I don't go and wear one?
Don't do it just yet.
Yeah.
Don't do it just yet.
But I mean,
hold out and see.
I have to question myself on my aim here because I think there's a big part of me that's doing this just because I don't like being told what to do. You know what I mean?
I get that.
I think that's what it's about.
I get that a lot.
And my issue is it's getting turned into like a political statement now.
It seems that way.
So like me not wearing a mask or me not being bothered about people wearing a mask somehow implies that I have some political motivation behind that.
Yeah, and
it's like as simple as I just think it's slightly unnecessary. I think it's an unnecessary inconvenience. It's a small inconvenience.
It's very
I don't think it'll affect people
inconvenience.
if they put one on. Like, look, if I'm forced to freaking wear one, it'll cost me a job. I'll fucking wear the mask. Like, all you mask,
I've got a Mac to pay
all
for.
you pro maskers,
I will wear the mask.
all you pro maskers win. You know what I mean? That's the title.
That's a shit title.
Okay, we'll come up with that.
But I mean, do we think that people are going to actually wear these masks?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You reckon?
There's been a lot of customers that have come in and they're wearing them.
I've seen it a lot on buses. People are adhering to all that shit on buses.
But then the government have said on the .gov UK website today, it says actually workers are exempt. So technically, the shops can't really enforce it on the staff.
That's so confusing.
Surely. I know.
A lot of the stuff which has gone on lately, it seems like you get one end of it and then they argue like...
It's the opposite.
Oh no, but you don't have to.
It's called non-linear warfare. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's basically when you're told one thing and you're also told the exact opposite at the same time. And it just causes confusion. And confusion isn't something that we need right now.
It's not. Warfare seems appropriate for all this shit.
But then again, I can't say, honestly, that I've been living as if the coronavirus even fucking exists.
It don't feel like there's been a massive change.
If I wasn't watching the telly, I wouldn't think it exists.
Yeah.
I don't know a single sausage that's had it still.
Saying that, though, when it all kicked off, everywhere went silent.
What do you mean?
You noticed back in March...
Oh yeah.
March, for that full month of April, everywhere was dead.
I was shit scared, mate.
Yeah.
You were scared, weren't you? Because you were banging on to your employers.
Yeah. I had to moan to my employees, yeah.
Just to get it up.
Argue the fact, because, I mean, a lot of people I worked with had asthma. You know, we work around loads of dust, so it's hard to wear a mask, and at the same time, you know, that already kicks up your asthma. So I was arguing to them. And, you know, in the end, they ended up letting us go, but it took them 2 weeks to really respond.
But now, what do you think of it now, though? Do you want to go back?
And now I don't know what to think, and I want to go back. I want to be working, regardless of the situation.
I was shit scared, and I was scared for my dad because of what was said about, you know, people with lung problems, breathing problems,
and older people, yeah.
And then we were expected like 50% of the workforce to get it, and I think out of the whole staff, 2 people have had it.
Really?
And they've been fine.
Shit. I don't think I've actually known a person to have it yet.
And everyone I ask is like, oh, I don't know anyone, but I know somebody's dead from it, and it's like, well, where are they?
It's so confusing.
Do you know why? Telling you, scamdemic. It's all a fucking.
Get a t-shirt going.
Yeah, God save the clean.
Yeah, beautiful. Is that a thing yet?
What?
Is that a thing yet? Have you got the merch?
No. So God save the clean is the promo for the for the tune that's coming out.
Please work on some merch.
Oh, my manager says that would make a good t-shirt actually.
Antibacterial gel
with the orange
God save the clean
British flag. Yeah, he likes you, by the way.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh no.
He said
he seems chill.
He gave me a ring the other day. He said, "You wild man, you've got a good manner about you."
What does that mean?
You've got like, because I could tell, man, when you were chatting to him, you were like, you've got the gift, man. Like you're good with people. I always forget that because you ran the rough house scene, basically.
The rough house scene.
They call you Shepherd, don't they?
Well, yeah, that it was a name given to me a while ago. Yeah, back when I ran the party days.
Yeah, basically.
Jesus.
Can we talk about that actually? Because that's pretty
of course
cool, man. Because that's technically how we met.
Yeah,
but we didn't. But we didn't know we met each other.
Our first physical meeting, you walked into my house and you were really confused.
Yeah.
And
I can't remember.
I think you were quite drunk and not understanding like how loose the house was.
Right.
So you came in, you were shocked. There was a bit of a frown on your face. Yeah.
Oh shit! I can't even remember this.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which one was that one? Was that the one that Mark Crawford used to live in?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. I can't remember a couple of shindigs there. And I remember waking up the next day and thinking I'd made it in life because I was like, wow, I just went to this cool house party last night, yo.
Oh, mate.
And
those
then
house parties.
You started commenting on the Come Down With Me podcast.
This was when I was really getting into podcasts.
Who's this Joseph Martin fella? Like, he's fucking dope, man. Like, he's proper bigging us up. And me and Wes run about you, like. And I think we met you in Pilgrim's Pit one night at some event. Then it just went from there, didn't it? It's like, bro, I sound geezer, man. But it's crazy because I've technically known you for like 3-4 years. And I would have bumped into you.
That's a fucking point, really.
Do you know what I mean?
It? Yeah.
But
we've known the same people for the past 5 years.
Jolting about in the same scene. Like.
Yeah. I bought my first push off Mark.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, 5 years ago. He used to come around my house.
I recently sold that for him.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
That's a shame. Pushes.
Got some DJ
nice.
come round.
Got some DJ come round.
And give it one of them. Oh, cheers, bro. Last one. Don't touch me. Don't give me too much room in it.
I've been doing the elbow bumps.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing now.
I've just been hugging and snogging everyone. I'm just getting straight in there.
Like for the first
Sneezing
few
on
weeks, I was walking past people and I was like going to shake their hands, and they looked at me like, "Fucking get away."
This is a point about the psychology of the whole thing as well. Now, like I've noticed people,
they're not knowing.
I don't think people are going to change from this. Like some people, like you can tell when you walk past them and when you're talking to them. Some are just like. Me, I'm kind of ignorant to it now. Because I'm like, especially my workmates, I'm just talking to them like I was before.
It's different in a work environment, though. It's difficult to stay away from each other.
Well, it is. It's hard to social distance when you've got customers coming up to you, chucking lettuces at you, going, "Where's the fucking gravy granules?" And you're
Fuck that.
It's just over there. I was in a situation the other day, actually.
Just start shouting "mask" if someone comes over to you.
Mask!
You don't, mask! Mask!
Distancing! No, so there was this customer that came up to me. And you get these customers every now and again that come into the shop that clearly aren't natural shoppers with a big list, right, from the message.
I am one of those people.
From the message, right, and they're just going, what's this and where is it? I'm like trying to fucking decipher the text, and I'm like, that'll be on aisle 17 around the bottom on the left side of the third mod. That. And I got this guy, he was just every single thing on the list, he just kept coming back. And
a shameless male which does not do this job often.
He's got a mask on, right?
Yeah.
and two
Yeah.
together is just like, so you're basically getting reading, and you're like, what? And then eventually you have to take it down anyway, and they go, where is this?
Oh, shit.
Ding, ding, ding. Right. And then, but as he was asking me, right, there was this woman that came, right, with a mask on, and she was like, where's the powder? I was like, what?
Fucking, is it that bad?
Mate, and she was like, where is the milk powder? And I was like, right,
Jesus.
so you're just taking your freaking mask off to say, where's milk powder, right?
Fuck that.
I've got this guy asking me something.
Yeah.
And then they're both getting pissed off because I don't know which one to help first, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, which, you know. So I helped this gentleman, and she was like, just tell me where it is. And I'm like, well, I don't know where it is. I'll have to walk, and I'll have to figure it out as we're going, yeah.
This sounds like such a painful job.
Do you know what? It's been alright, but every now and again, as a freaking shelf stacker / shop assistant,
It's working with people.
it can be
Working
difficult.
with the
It's
British
because
public.
There's some people out there that just want to make everything difficult.
No, they're just difficult. They're just confused by simple things. Like
And
the
people-
location of the milk powder.
Yeah.
See, I was going to go out with a full mask. I have a big painted mask. And I'm not going to pay £3 for a piece of fabric.
Yeah.
So I was going to go out in my fucking big respirator. But imagine trying to talk to anybody in that. That is literally like...
Have you heard about kids dressing up as old people because they've got the mask on to get alcohol and
Yes,
stuff?
I think if you do that, you've earned the booze.
I would say the same thing as well. I'd say go for it, Generation Z.
Yeah,
Like,
do it.
It's fucking,
You've cracked it.
It's a good idea.
You've cracked it. You now aren't responsible for going and ask, the weird old man who will give you those weird looks and get you vodka.
Think of the craziest hats you can walk into a shop and do. Like, think of all the craziest things you can actually get up to now with wearing a mask.
That's true.
know what
I
I mean?
heard the
Like,
best one the other
Walking
day.
into a bank
The
with a Mickey Mouse.
best pro of wearing a mask.
Mm.
You don't have to smile at anyone anymore. You don't have to do that fake smile. Open the door and it's just like,
Yeah. Or,
None
no,
of that.
You mean that British smile?
that's the one.
That one.
That's the one. There's no need for that anymore. You just
Mate.
squint your eyes and they'll think it's happening.
I do that too much at work.
I know, but at work you have to do it. That's your customer service smile.
But that's
that is.
worse. I think that's worse. It's more
Why?
disingenuine than a real smile.
Yeah, but you're getting paid to smile. It's bound to be
I'd rather
disingenuous.
someone look at me like, look at my eye.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine Karen coming into the shop,
We've had a few
screaming
of
at
them.
you about the fucking powdered milk, and you're
Yeah.
just looking at her like,
I've had a few of them.
yeah, I bet. It's hard to contain yourself with those.
Yeah.
You have to let it happen.
So, a couple of things that's happened since the coronavirus.
Go on, give me the update.
Well, I'm asking you, like,
Me?
how's life been after?
Well, I've used my spare time after the coronavirus
Yeah.
to pull apart all the electronics that I own,
Oh yeah, you've been getting into electronics.
clean them up, yeah. I have now merged every speaker I own into one big stack of speakers.
Making speakers.
Making speakers,
Speaker boy.
but out of fully recycled stuff. So I've managed to source all my materials.
We'll pull
and-
some pictures up.
Yeah,
as we're talking.
speakers.
Speakers.
Here's the ones I made last
Hell yeah.
week.
Check this one out. And there's one we actually use for my music video, don't we?
Yeah. I've come up with a name for that stack. I'm going to call it Frank because
Frank.
it's a Frankenstein stack.
Okay.
It's a bit of an untamable monster,
Yes, mate.
which is going to end up
I
killing
like it, man.
itself. It'll blow up at some
They're
point.
sounding better than they did last week as well, because I think you had a couple of problems when we had a jam
Yeah,
with the subs.
I was on different subs then. Now I've pulled those subs out, and Jesus Christ, on the right song, like turn all the lights off, you watch the shadows
Yeah.
dance on them.
Oh,
They're
mate.
fucking pumping.
No, it is pumping, man. Sounding good.
I'm really hoping that those speakers die with a big puff of smoke and a few like pops and bangs.
And it's all on camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because then we could put it into some arty portfolio.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get myself a nice new amp which does way too many volts
Mm-hmm.
and just wait for a New Year's party and just crank it till it'll just...
Again, fuck it up like fuck my amp up and dropped coffee on it earlier.
Yeah, I'm not going to chuck coffee on it though.
No,
I might fill it full of petrol and watch it burn.
yeah, that's the way forward. isn't it, really?
That's my plan so far.
That's
Petrol and watch it burn.
Jimi Hendrix would do that.
Kind of, but imagine it with dirty dubstep and bass.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Yeah, man.
Just queuing up a song, everyone hears a drop coming, and instead of the drop, just flames.
Well, that is a drop.
Yeah, I suppose it would.
Fucking
Drop of the match.
I went to see Muse in 2013,
Yeah.
And they're crazy with like pyrotechnics and stuff.
I can
like
imagine that stage show.
And we queued up for hours. Me and my dad did, so we can be right at the front. Yeah. And they had this song at the time called, was it Unsustainable? I think.
Mm.
And they opened up with the main riff for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first thing that ever happened was they just shot a ball of fire from this freaking gun that was right on the front of the stage. Mate, everybody, it was like a terror attack.
Everyone shut themselves.
But you feel it on your face, like, you know what I mean? I swear I singe my eyebrows off.
Yeah, I bet.
And that's why they're so big now, because they singe that bad. They just grew back, do you know that?
Well, if you need to trim them down again, they're getting a bit bushy, just go see Muse. Mine get a bit bushy. I need to trim mine now.
No one's eyebrows are as bushy as my man.
Mate, you know you're getting old when you have to trim your eyebrows.
I had to grow into these.
What do you mean?
These came first in puberty.
Your eyebrows?
When I developed, mate, honestly, right?
Yeah. You didn't get any fluff
and I've got
around
quite a feminine face already. Like,
yeah.
I've got like quite a nice, narrow.
But you're telling me is the first thing you noticed in puberty is your eyebrows were chunking out?
Mate, these came before my first pube.
These?
I'm serious, man. These just went like
they should have been there beforehand. Like, why are they going now?
Who's that Russian president? Like, you know what I'm about, don't you? With the big
I feel like I do.
bushy eyebrows.
I'd try to say his name, but I'd get it wrong.
It's Привет, меня зовут Рис, моя фамилия Олг, я живу в Стоге. И заткнись, пожалуйста, сука. I don't know why I said that like I'm Japanese.
You didn't say that like you were Japanese? No.
That sounded like genuine Russian. Yeah. That was hello, my name is Reese from the Family Oaks. And shut up, bitch. I've got a feeling I might be sending a few things to my manager before I put stuff
We need
out.
HR before we go further, don't we?
Well, I wanted this podcast to be fucking real, man. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want...
We're real. We're just,
I don't want to brush...
rinky-dink-dink.
I don't want to brush topics under the table, like, you know. I'm a fucking human being like everyone else. I've got opinions about things,
You want to be able to say that, scandemic. All that shit.
Scandemic? Tis a scandemic? It's all fake. Nobody's died of the coronavirus, like,
Please put that in the trailer.
And the people that have are all clones. That's what my nan would say.
Would she?
No, I
don't think they're clones.
In all seriousness, yeah. Right. The coronavirus is real, but I do think that, like, is it Matt Hancock who's pulling an investigation now into the freaking death counts that have been miscalculated?
Oh, is it doing an investigation now?
Yeah, mate, looking into it because they've basically they've exaggerated the death toll. Which I think a lot of us were saying from the start anyway. Yeah. Like, people were dying jumping off a plane and they'd get told that they died of coronavirus, you know what I mean?
There's a few instances which I heard which just sounded really fucked up.
Go on, like what?
Well, I mean, I can't say any names.
Oh, no, whatever, we'll bleep them out.
Because it was a famous person, which I heard. So obviously this is just grapevine stuff, but it's still interesting. I heard that there was somebody who, caught the coronavirus, went into hospital, and they referred it with a friend. They were talking about them, asking if they're okay. And it's like, they aren't in for coronavirus. It was self-harm. Yeah. But it was in the newspapers as coronavirus.
Shit.
This person's like, half celebrity.
Shocking, that is.
I know.
There was a report in Portsmouth. I follow a guy that lives down there, and he pointed out in a news article that the coronavirus rates had increased exponentially. Right. If you read 5 paragraphs into this freaking article, mate, right, there's one new case. Last week there was none. So they're calling that an exponential increase in cases.
How can that be so?
But it's true though, isn't it? But the thing is, they're just playing on words, and that's how the media's operating.
It's almost like advertising, like how advertising works.
It's clickbait, basically. Yeah. Because the problem is nowadays, information is free. There's no point in buying information anymore. Yeah. So these journalists have got to make money somehow, and they pay per click, don't they? They get paid per click for the advertisements.
That's where most newspapers...
news article website.
Yeah.
There's just pop-ups everywhere, man. It's ridiculous. Man. Because how else are they going to make money?
I actually had a go at the Sentinel not long ago.
Oh, yeah?
I had a rant at him and I told him to go paperless, and I called him a glorified blog.
Oh, God, fucking hell. I know quite a few people that work at Sentinel.
Yeah. Fuck the Sentinel. That's Roughhouse official.
Oh,
fuck
shit,
the Sentinel.
I can't say that, man, because if they want to cover what I'm doing, I'm
by all means, I'm
on your side, Sentinel.
Pro Sentinel.
Oh my God, we could start another fucking Facebook row, couldn't we, about the Sentinel?
Yeah, let's have an argument.
I do like the comments in the Sentinel.
What I love is the articles in the Sentinel, because most of the time It's non-news.
Right.
It is non-news. I saw one the other day about an oatcake shop which had been taken over by another oatcake shop, and the Sentinel's running with it like it's like some big decision. Or the oatcake's better now.
You sound better about something. Has the Sentinel done something to you? Have
Yeah,
they
yeah.
fucking exposed what you do, Joe?
No, they're just shit.
Why are you fucking? You're proper going in for it, aren't you, man? Going for the
Wait,
kill, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the past few like articles which I've seen, they've just been clickbait titles, you know.
Yeah, but that's what everybody's doing. This is the problem.
One thing I've noticed they keep doing is, do you remember this event back in 2009? And they're just publishing photos from an event in 2009 at the Sugar Mill.
What else can they talk about other than the corona?
Yeah, I suppose.
Credit where it's due. You know, this is why I turn the news off.
I just want to see what's happening locally.
Well, nothing's happening, is it? Because we're all freaking been told to stay inside.
Well, yeah, but give us updates. Like,
I'll give you an update.
Doing?
If you're going into a supermarket, you better wear a fucking mask.
Or on a fucking bus.
Or on a bus, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because my dad has to go because he has a buzz in the morning.
Does he have to wear a mask at work?
He has to wear a mask, yeah.
Shit.
He has to wear a mask at work, but yeah, I don't think they've been wearing them. And nobody said anything yet. But it hasn't kicked in yet, has it? So
Yeah,
you know,
I suppose.
You don't know when the management are coming down, HR, whatever. Like, you better all be wearing your fucking masks.
Somebody's job is to go round now in workplaces and just moan about masks.
Well, do you know what's worse, mate, right?
Go on.
It's somebody's job. Mark my words. I said it on this podcast first. People be dropping these masks everywhere.
Yeah.
This place is getting flooded
They already are.
with disease-ridden freaking masks, right?
The amount of masks and gloves
Yeah.
going around just being fucking thrown away.
And if it is that effective, where are the biohazard bins
That's very
to put
true.
them in?
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Just go and pop them in landfill
They're
instead.
literally, exactly. Honestly.
Bad, innit?
I don't know if it's me, though. Am I being the conspiracy nut, yeah?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say so.
Or is there a hole in my logic?
The valid points, and I mean, I think if not everybody follows the rules, then what's the point in having the rule? Because, you know, one person not wearing a mask diminishes the result of
everyone apparently wearing a mask.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, I don't know, man. My sister's a paramedic, so she comes from, you know, a sensible... She's got a moral high ground in a sense, yeah?
Definitely.
But my point was, with that video, that doctor saying, wear the masks, stop being selfish, because that's...
Yeah.
Right, so I've been stacking all your fucking shelves for 4 months now, and everyone's been calling me a hero, and now all of a sudden I'm fucking selfish. It's like,
yeah, because you're not wearing your mask.
Because I'm not wearing a mask yet, right?
Yet.
Just
wait till you have to have one of those fucking visors.
The thing is, you're a doctor, you're a surgeon, yeah? You're dealing with open wounds. You're literally treating people, so you have to wear a mask.
You are in the place with the most vulnerable people.
People aren't walking into Tesco with the stomachs like hanging out, like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, but you do get the little old biddies. Just don't go coughing on the little old biddies, yeah?
No, yeah.
Unless, you know,
but it's like that as well, because I saw a freaking rant by Russell Kane, and he was on about, here's the difference between wearing a mask and not wearing a mask, and he coughed and like spit come out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And then he did it in that. I'm like, I've not seen a single person during this pandemic go... I literally haven't seen it, do you know what I mean? Everyone's either going like what you're supposed to do and used to do, which is just common freaking sense anyway.
I got hay fever week 2 in, and I started having to hold all my sneezes. I was so anxious to sneeze in public.
Because,
it's like...
It's become like
It makes me feel so self-conscious.
It's taboo to like cough or like to you know what I mean?
I know, and I feel like I should have a t-shirt which says, don't worry, I've got hay fever.
I've got a t-shirt that says, don't worry, my new single's dropping on the 24th.
Oh! On the shameless plug.
Mate, how crazy,
Yeah, go on.
So these 2 tracks are basically, they're about my experience during this pandemic.
Yeah.
And one song, The Lockdown, which is like the B-side to my debut single, Rockstar, actually talks about the idea of being forced to do things that you don't want to do, i.e. wearing a mask.
Been venting in your music.
Now, how crazy is it that the day of that song comes out is the day that the mandatory mask...
Oh, really? Is that intentional?
...is coming in. I mean, you could say it was
Just falling
intentional,
into
and I'm a
place, innit?
Freemason and I knew what was coming, like, but, you know, it's just...
Whoa.
Yeah. No, I'm not, of
Fucking
course I'm
you.
not.
I've been looking for your ring somewhere.
My granddad's got one. My granddad has a ring because he had a mate that was like a fucking high up degree mason, yeah.
What, next time we go out
And he
like,
said,
down Manchester,
it's an interesting...
take your ring.
Mate, I asked for it ages ago, so on my
Yeah.
activist days...
Yeah.
Right. Can you remember when I was telling you we used to go
Yeah.
to court and fucking fight people's eviction cases and shit
Yeah.
like that? Well, my mate had this idea. He says, and I was talking to him about my granddad's ring because my granddad said he went on holiday once with this Freemason ring,
Mm.
and he said he just noticed loads of people just kept giving him free
Dead
stuff.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this dead expensive hotel that he went to.
Fucking
And
crazy.
he was
that.
like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Like he went outside for a fag, and somebody come out and light his fag for him.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, and then they'd go, "Do you want an umbrella, sir?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, go on then, yeah." And they just literally kept giving him. And they gave him one night for free. And my gran was like, "Why are they being so nice to him?" And because my nan is like a proper conspiracy freak.
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"It's that bloody ring. I don't like you wearing that. Take it off. You should get rid of that. Sell it and whatever." Like, 'cause she really doesn't like it. Like, you know what I mean? My nan, mate, in the occult. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She's like, she's like, you know what I mean?
You're not having it.
Back off.
Yeah.
But I'm all like, what can you do with that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what can we get out of this, right?
Surely we can get another one off eBay or something.
No, mate. Honestly, they're all. I mean, I don't know how it works, like, but it can't be as easy as that. But I did ask him. So I said once, "Grandad, let me borrow your Freemason ring
Yeah.
because we're going into court. I'm just wondering if I can flash the ring about, and if the judge changes something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Did he let you?
Nah, mate. He said, "Fuck off."
Really?
Yeah. He said no. He said no.
Come on,
man.
Gramps.
I know. Yeah.
Jesus.
But it just goes to show, you know.
Oh, what I'd do.
It can get you. It can
one
get
of
you in
those
places,
rings.
man. It can get you in places. But what was my point about me? Yeah, not knowing that obviously this rule was coming into play.
Yeah.
But it's just like a touch of fate, and something like that.
It
It's
seems like perfect.
and it kind of
timing.
helps the promo a little bit
Yeah, of course.
more than this
Course.
promo that I'm doing right now.
Makes
so,
it feel more right, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
but because we were worried actually about releasing the song so late because I'd written it, you know, basically 6
No, I know
weeks
what you
into the
mean.
pandemic,
Yeah.
and my manager was like, "Do I want to release this early because maybe it'll just
Be more relevant."
Yeah, be more relevant. But now's the most fucking relevant time ever.
Mate, I think you're good for the next few months. I
Yeah.
reckon it'll just be constantly
Wow.
developing.
Well, they're opening, they're letting gigs now, aren't they? From August, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Because apparently you were allowed to play outside the pubs, but now you're actually allowed to play inside the venues.
Okay.
But I don't know what's happening in regards to capacity.
See, that's the question, isn't
Mm.
it? Because how many events people, like organisers, are going to have to put on events and really crank up prices just because,
Well, that's
you
it
know,
as well.
it's
Yeah.
25 max.
Especially when you're first opening up again, and ideally, so I've got a geezer that I work with,
Yeah.
which is interesting. He's coming on to the podcast.
Yeah,
Shout out Jim Whitmore, and he owns a bar called Toto in Newcastle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Great cocktail bar.
Yeah. Have you actually been in there?
No, but I've heard really good
Right, man.
stories.
Sound, yeah. He makes zombies and stuff. He
Yeah.
brings them in with. Yeah, I fucking.
Well, bring me some of the
Well,
samples, man.
I'm telling him if he comes in, yeah, I'm going to say like, let's make some and let's
Let's do like a happy hour
let's get
version of the
steamed
podcast.
on a podcast. You know what I
That's
mean?
great.
With Jim's,
Every 15 minutes shots.
with Jim zombies.
Yeah, sick.
But so he's in an interesting position where obviously he's gone from one dynamic to the other of being a freaking business owner, a bar owner. You know,
Yeah. And now he's
calling the shots.
an essentials.
And he's
shelf
literally
stacker.
on my level, like,
Yeah,
in terms of, you know,
Crazy.
hierarchy and whatever in the shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it must be fucking weird for people like that.
I know, it must be so heartbreaking to like having to willingly like step down.
But
a
I think
little bit.
he shut it down and he's opening a new one in York,
Oh really?
Yorkshire, when all this calms down. But he was saying
Yeah.
it's like what you want to make sure when you're first opening up bars, you need to get as many people, as much money as possible pouring into the place. Do you know what I mean? And that's going to be impossible.
It is.
for example,
if you're opening up a
You
business
know,
within the next
we go
6
to the
months.
sugar mill. I mean, what's the capacity of the sugar mill?
I mean,
600.
yeah, about
600.
big venue.
So they're going to be saying, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to be saying top capacity is going to be 300. Do you know what I mean? At least cut it in half.
Even that seems like that seems steep to me,
Yeah.
considering what's going on. To even keep a meter between everyone
Yeah.
downstairs in the sugar mill.
It's just weird, and it's just like how the hell have these places even survived? You know,
A lot of them haven't,
and they
like,
haven't, have they?
And
I
a
know
lot
the
of
Deaf
them are so
Institute
close. Yeah.
was close to going, but I think they've had a buyer come in.
Okay. Yeah, Gorilla.
Gorilla as well.
I don't know if they've had a buyer yet.
I think they're in a similar situation because they were.
From what I
partially
understand, they're closed indefinitely now.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
I know. We've not really still, heard about our local area, about what's gone.
We haven't seen the end of it yet.
Not yet.
And this is the weird thing. But I wonder what they think about the whole social distancing and mask situation because they must be pissed off, that they were literally told to shut down. But it wasn't like it was illegal to do it.
It wasn't.
They were requested to do it.
No, it was really difficult for clubs to start off because it was advised to be shut. Advised people don't go to the pubs. But that just means that all the pubs lost the money for all that time when really they should have said pubs are closed. Yeah. Here's your grant. Yeah, basically. If you're going to make that decision. Yeah, but instead they had this strange period of like 3 weeks where they were saying don't go to the pub. And the pubs, they were still had to be open because they had to make the money. I wonder if fucking Boris's government will be in power much longer after this. You think? I think everyone's turned their backs on them, man. Even Conservatives are pissed off with them. I feel like a lot of people aren't listening anymore. Yeah. Compared to how everyone was acting back in March, everybody knew what was going on day to day. We were all watching the updates. Yeah. And after 3 weeks, a lot of the people I knew had tuned out already because... Yeah, I was one of them. It was that cycle, man. That repetitive nature of everything you were hearing. It just started to fucking blur into the colour brown. Yeah. I mean, I'm not one of these, like, fucking big Tory fucking haters. I'm not a Tory voter, but I'm not... You're a Tory boy. You're a secret Tory boy, you are. No, mate, honestly. I really aren't. But Green Party? Parties? No. I've literally no affiliation to any party. I love parties. I'm libertarian. So... I do not know what that means. Libertarian. Which colour is that? Libertarian leaning. It's no colour. Unless there was a libertarian party, but there isn't really. That's edgy. You've either got socialists, or you've got socialism or capitalism. And I think libertarian is somewhere, it's like centre-right of the spectrum. So it's more for like individual freedom. Yeah, yeah. So it focuses more on you as an individual rather than as a collective group. See, I love a party. Yeah. But not a political Libertarianism party. Doesn't... The thing is about it, it's all about decentralisation. So it's like, there is no party. That's the point of it. You know what I mean? See, that sounds confusing. It's not, man. It really isn't. It's liberty. It's like... The basic principle of libertarianism is you do what you want to, and I'm going to fucking do what I want to do, and I'm not going to have any fucking say, so long as you're not hurting anyone, or causing fraud. See, this is it, but to me that sounds like... I think that's so simple. That sounds like everybody else with different, Yeah, but everyone can be different. So it's caveats. Like... The best way of describing it is, I basically want gay married couples to have guns... to protect their marijuana plants. Do you know what I mean? That's a great way of saying it. It's like a nice little mix of everything that everybody likes, yeah? You know what I mean? Just chuck it all in the pot. Would you really give Britons... Would you give them guns, though? I'm not sure if I'd give them guns. No. I mean, I suppose... I don't think we really need guns in this country, do we? I don't think so. Honestly. I mean, I am pro-gun. Are you? I am pretty pro-gun, yeah. I've never tried a proper gun. But I've always wanted to. If I go to America, one of the first things I'm doing is going to a shooting range. Like, yeah. See, I had my uncle. My uncle used to be in the Navy, and he had guns around the house. And there's one day he's like, "Do you want to see what it can do?" And before I even said he shot a blank up into the air, and my ears just started bleeding. Beep. Yeah, honestly, indoors as well. Yeah, it was a shock. I definitely want to go. Like, but I mean, what's your take on that? What, guns? Yeah. I mean, like, I think everybody should have the freedom to have a gun. Yeah. But at the same time, I also think Britain doesn't need a gun. I don't think it does it? No, I think America, like, let them have that argument on their own. Yeah, because there's that many people, man, and that many people are going to get guns anyway, either way. So I think I'd feel safer with, it's that old argument, I'd feel safer with good people having guns. Well, the one thing about America is... the blurred line between the good and the bad. Yeah. It's almost impossible to know who's good and who's bad and who's about to shoot you, especially in some states. Well, surely it could be a psychological freaking test, you know what I mean? It's like with the police situation at the minute. Yeah. Like, they're trained less than a barber, basically. They spend less time training as a barber does. Yeah. That's a mad thought, isn't it? So, like, and there's a freaking...
Chris Rock says something ace about it, and he's on about like, do you know how people say, oh, you know, we get one or two bad apples.
Yeah.
He compares it to like a pilot license and pilots flying in the air and says, yeah, people would not take it the right way, if they said, oh, you know, we get one or two bad apples that fly planes into freaking mountains and stuff, you know, that's just that's just how it goes.
That's such a good point.
But it says, isn't it? So how do you root them out? You know, and I think it's got to be down to some psychological testing that says, is this person a freaking psychopath? Yeah, can we trust him?
That's it.
Can we trust this person
testing,
with power? Yeah, or can we not?
Yeah,
because a lot of them, they just love it. They're in it for the fucking.
It seems like a lot of ex-military people are just getting into it. They love the guns, and next thing you know,
I don't know if it's ex-military, because a lot of people that have been in the military are a lot more mature-minded, a lot more. Yeah, mate. Honestly,
yeah.
I was watching this podcast with I can't remember who it was. It must have been the Joe Rogan podcast, and it was this ex-military geezer, and he says he can't believe he was in Iraq, and he was given orders to not retaliate when his camp was being shot at, basically.
Yeah. He had to,
they had to sit and take the bullets, right? Just because they wanted to maintain, peace in that given area. And he says he can't understand how police can't do the same in their own fucking country,
They almost act on the offense.
They go out to do it, and it's like, but then again, you're talking two completely different dynamics of training there with the military and the police.
Yeah. There is a bit of crossover which I've seen. I mean, I watched this podcast not long ago which was talking about ex-military training police.
Right.
Because a lot of riot teams now, they're souped up like they're a fucking army.
Yeah.
So...
Well, they're pent up as well because they know what to expect, So they're getting used to, like, that adrenaline must be flowing in the morning, like, oh, I know what I'm going to do today.
It fucking seems that way, doesn't it?
So as soon as they come out, they're already overloaded.
Yeah.
They're already overloaded with them chemicals that are fight or flight, do you know what I mean?
One thing which gets me is seeing those people dressed up like a military just approaching some small-time drug dealer's house. And instead of like knocking and seeing if they come to the door, it's just barge straight in, shoot the dog.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just it's terrifying.
Then again, I've seen videos in the US especially, man, where, it's sick. But it all came out after the George Floyd situation.
It's been coming out, in dribs and drabs for a while.
But then again, mate, did you see that post I put on Facebook the other day, my old checkerboard Bobs?
No, go on.
Have you not seen it?
No.
Checkerboard Bobs, checkerboard mobs. Mate,
what?
I did a protest song years ago,
Yeah.
And we were talking about exactly the same issues, about police brutality.
Okay, yeah.
About abuse and power and things like that, So it's funny for me, like, 5 years later, now it's all of a sudden become a trend to talk about these issues. Like, activism is now trendy. But when I was doing it, I was just a loser. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, you were the conspiracy guy.
And I was shouting about elite paedophile rings fucking 5 years ago, bro. And I was a crazy conspiracy theorist. Yeah. And now it's all come out, hasn't it? And it's like...
But that's it. It seems like now it's all come out. It seems like the sensible ones have started, pinching lips, keeping quiet.
Yeah, maybe.
And just letting the people who are doing it for the feedback for the show.
But then again... There's a comparison that we can make here.
Go on.
Like, how people are getting so pent up about the mask argument. I ain't seen that same kind of energy with the fucking paedophiles.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, definitely. You are getting more of it now because, the past 5 years has been quite eye-opening. But at the same time, you're more likely to get Karen moaning about your mask.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But why is that? Is that because with the paedophile ring thing, fucking hell.
That should be the name of the fucking podcast title.
The paedophile ring thing.
Yeah.
Masks and the paedophile ring thing.
That sounds like a sick book.
What was it? Oh, I fucking forgot my point now, man. The thing is about... Yeah, is it because it's too deep of a subject to go into where it's just like, oh, is it too...
I think it is.
Whereas the masking's just like, oh, anyone can argue about this, and it's just like,
well,
go for it.
As soon as you start kind of like encroaching towards the paedophile ring thing, a lot of people instantly just get turned off for the visceral nature of like what they're reading.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, man. Yeah.
Not everyone's ready to look into that yet.
Yeah, maybe it's just too much to take.
Literally.
So it kind of just pushed aside, and do you know what? I don't want to talk about that.
It's
I've been there before, man.
Yeah.
You only have to have a brew with my mum.
No, I can
my
only
mum will go,
imagine.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Make some good points, and my nan does as well. You know.
That's the
But
problem, man.
at the same time, she's like, oh man, I just
You
don't want
can't let it take over your worldview.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, because
it fucking destroys your soul.
people can get so wound up by it,
Yeah.
and they mess living. You know, they mess them beautiful moments in
Exactly.
life
You've got to
where you can connect with people.
put that passion and that energy into the people around you,
Yeah.
and not the thing you
Or
take fault in.
Or pretend something that you love doing. You know. But then again, people love looking at conspiracy theories and trying to figure the world out, I guess.
Yeah.
But then that is only a result of fucking lies.
Yeah.
So, like, the more lies that go around, the more people are going to distrust information. And you know what? No wonder. I'm not surprised people, led by conspiracies. Because
it's
they
not
don't
surprising
know,
at all.
They don't know who to trust. They want to get to the
They
truth.
don't know who to trust. The only thing which really breaks my heart is the amount of conspiracies which go out. They might as well be an Onion article.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some outlandish claim, and then someone's just put a nice little clickbait video with it.
Well, the latest one is the freaking the reason why we're in lockdown
Oh,
is because the basically these paedophiles, and apparently Tom Hanks is one.
Yeah.
Like the royal family are in on it. Oprah Winfrey. Yeah. These are all under house arrest. Yeah.
This is what they say.
They've made the whole world go under house arrest.
Yeah.
So it's not noticeable that they're under house arrest, you know.
But this is the question. Are we actually going to notice anything 6 months from now when we come out of lockdown?
It's going to be an interesting time, yeah. But the answer is no. Info? You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Like, I don't believe they're under house arrest. That's ridiculous.
It's one of them, mate. It's fucking crazy. It's
interesting with this Ghislaine Maxwell. Is that her name?
Yeah.
What's going on now?
There's a lot coming out.
And she's got the info. She's got the dirt, man. You know.
Yeah, it seems that way. I think everyone's waiting to see if she dies in her sleep.
I was watching something, man, and it was something because it's been on Netflix, hasn't it, about it?
Yeah, there's a good documentary.
And I'm thinking now, who's actually worse? Epstein or Maxwell?
I think they're both as culpable as each other.
Well, of course, yeah. But he was obviously fucked in the head. You know what I mean? To do shit like that, you've got to be messed up in the head.
Well, this is the way I see it. Like, as much as he's messed up, there was a lot of people who came into contact with him.
And didn't say anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that makes you just as messed up.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Because you are able to look at it as well.
It makes me trust no one, man. Fuck Hollywood.
That's the way it should be. You don't trust anyone.
You're saying fuck the Sentinel, yeah. I'm saying fuck Hollywood.
I'm definitely saying fuck
You're
the
going
Sentinel.
after the local boys, man. I'm not down with that.
I'll tell you why after this.
Okay.
After this.
Oh,
fuck the
there is
Sentinel.
something, man. There is something I know. Right, shall we play some memes?
Let's do some memes.
So this is the end of the show now. Thanks for coming in, by the way.
I'm happy.
I'm going to explain to people, actually, you'll be here more often than not because, you're my boy. And
I'm your boy.
You've been helping with this project.
Scratch your back. We've put your back where you can't
for
get
me,
it. Yeah, we
Sorting
do
me out
saucy pictures
locations,
for fans only.
Filming and shit. Joe's your man.
Locations. We've not got locations.
But no, man, I proper appreciate you coming in.
Anything I can do to help, mate.
And basically, at the end of every show, we're just going to play a game called Shows Your Memes, where I picked some relevant ones this week. And
they best be good memes, because I've got to rate these.
Yeah, you're the rating guy, right? So
I'm not feeling nice today, I'm feeling ruthless.
Okay, well, trust me, these memes are fucking good. Right, so the first one, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that how my Facebook feed looks right now, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Put on your masks, you selfish, unscientific
That's
twats.
that feels very accurate.
Fuck you and your pedo masters bullshit propaganda.
That's a strong 6.3, that is.
6.3.
That's quite accurate as well.
It is though, ain't it, man? I told you, man, these are relevant. Next meme. What the fuck am I trying so hard in the simulation for?
Those moments where you wake up and think, this could all just be like the Truman Show.
I think it is, man. It's like fucking living in a Matrix world at the minute, aren't we?
It's Truman Show number 2, but this one's real and you're in it.
This one's more true.
That's good. I like that one. I'm going to give that a steady 5 with no decimals.
I can't. I'm not down with that, man. You need a decimal point.
I don't need a decimal.
Just give me one way or the other. It's either 4.
Don't tell me what to do.
Listen, it's either 4.9 or... Oh, that's why you're not wearing a mask. Next meme. 5. seeing Hollywood more mad about people not wearing masks than their co-workers raping children. Interesting.
It's what people find fault with in it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I also like that girl who's the actor.
You like that girl?
Yeah.
A DJ,
is she
yeah.
in
Oh,
School
well,
of Rock?
that's very suspicious. She was Megan in Drake and Josh, wasn't she?
Was she?
Did you ever watch Drake and Josh?
I did, but it's so young ago, I've suppressed
It's gonna take some time to realign. But if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find. Did it feel when you're making me
Stop it,
up
cut
when
it
you're
out.
down? So just turn around.
I'm gonna rate that meme 5 with no decimal points.
You can't just keep doing that.
Don't
man.
tell me.
You're ruining the game.
Don't tell me what to
Because
do.
the people watching.
I think that's a steady 5.
Well, I'll give that a 5.1. I've got it. You can't.
These are all falling in the same vein.
Right, next meme.
Don't override my rating.
Next meme. I see you voted to defund the police. Your 911 call is being routed to the Department of Peace and Unicorns. They will call you back in 3 to 5 business days.
Nice. Nice.
Slightly political indeed. It's
A
more
little
like
bit political.
but,
I find
I mean,
it mad that,
yeah.
there's no police in certain places now.
Yeah.
Think about
Is there
it.
actually? What?
Yeah.
And where?
Milwaukee, they've not got police now.
You joking?
I'm not joking.
Mate, they're just asking for fucking...
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
You know me.
You
I'm down.
little anarchist though, aren't you?
Shut up. My mum watches this.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't.
She wouldn't. Not she finds out if you not been home, boy. During a fucking pandemic.
I've got me wash, don't worry. I've got
Okay.
me wash.
What are we rating this one then?
Yeah, I'm rating that a good 7.1.
That's a good score, man. 7.1. Next meme, last meme.
Oh, of course, there's a DMT.
So it's going to be
meme.
DMT with Reese Boy. 9 out of 10 DMT smokers agree. Holy fucking shit.
That's a 9.3.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Fucking thank you. Right, that was Show's Your Meme then.
Thank you for your memes.
Thank you
for your offering.
Thanks for your time, man.
Anytime.
And like I said, my new song is out on Friday, the 24th of July.
Yeah.
I'm going to release the smart link tomorrow. I'll probably release a smart link on this description, actually, because this is going out on Wednesday night. So,
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Thank you very much.
There's going to be well more to come. You've been Joe Martin.
I've been Joe Martin.
I've been FAR. Signing out. Well done.
Thank you. Far out.